I mean, are you sure this is Starcraft dubs? Because I thought I was watching like Jaws the entire time with those Dark Templars.
Well,
I'd say
that as well. Dun dun.
Gonna snipe it with those warp blades.
That's
and
right.
There you go.
There it is. The GG is called. Nomi takes the win. Beats out Naugrim, folks. Naugrim is out of the tournament. And that best of 3 is over, and we've got a Protoss victory for you.
We are the voice of ire. Our light shall bear the pathway to the stars.
I think we all will know who Nomi is after this tournament, after seeing that memorable game.
I'm going to keep that in mind, dude, and I hope we see him more as we continue. The next match will be Diestar vs. Morph. Are you ready, Antahara? Because we've got a Terran going on against a Zerg.
Absolutely. I'm going to take a couple minutes off because after watching that game, I'm exhausted just watching. But I'll be here before the game starts.
Sounds good. Let me go ahead and get some music on anyway. And I'm pretty hungry. I'm going to need to get some munchies by my side here in just a second.
You hungry for action?
I'm hungry for action! Hungry for justice! Midnight munchies. It's midday here. It's 12 p.m. for me. Anyways. Well, it looks like I made Rostock spill his coffee all over his desk. Thanks again, guys, for joining us here at Imbalance.tv as I try to position myself in a better area of the camera. I've gotten a little off-center because I have moved the camera and set it up in another way. And I hope you guys are enjoying the cast today. I'm having a lot of fun here. And I'm sure you guys are as well. With some epic matches, who wouldn't be?
People saying my life for Zion. You ever noticed how the Zealot says my life for hire sounds so much similar like my wife for hire?
My wife for hire?
I've never been able to listen to a Zealot the same way since someone told me that.
Yes, I hear you. Oh, look, our friend the Anus Man is back. Welcome back, Anus Man. You're always throwing up that anus every day we cast. It's fine. We've got bots. We've got banhammers. And,
Faction banhammers.
And I'm sure we will be getting this game started soon, as it looks like it is up. So join in on me, guys. And don't forget to join our chat, hang out. There's a lot of cool-ass people in there that you guys can talk to and hang out with. The next game is going on right now, so don't leave. Stay tuned. We've got more action for you. I'm going to take 1 second, and I'm going to go and get something to eat. So why don't you go? Why don't you talk about what's going on here, Fire Silver, and give these guys a little bit of backup.
Sure. So this is the semi-finals, Diestar versus Morph. Morph did defeat Tarson 2-1, I believe, in the quarterfinals. So, you know, I think it's the winner of this goes on to face Nomi in the finals of the Go4SC2 Cup. And this will be on ESL Shakura's Plateau. And the differences between this map and the ESL version is apparently the building block at the natural ramp. So you cannot place a full building wall off at the bottom of the ramp, I believe. So maybe just for balance purposes. And a little bit in the chat going on about who Diestar did defeated. And Diestar apparently wants to have purple, or else he will kill people. But yeah, should be an exciting game. Shakura's Plateau, a very, very macro-heavy map. And, you know, I think it's the best map for TVZ, personally. What do you think, Antara?
Sorry?
This map for
I really enjoyed
TVZ,
it.
it's one of my personal favorites for it. It's really good to see drops going on, lots of map control by Zerg.
Yeah, it's gonna be very interesting. Depends on how many expansion Morph gets. That's really what's gonna set the pace of this game. Really, at the end of the game, it depends on how many expansions Morph is able to maintain. Because usually when there are lots of expansions, we get as Zerg win.
So it's also good to have like siege lines siege lines behind the tree lines. Have you ever noticed that? We saw it in MVP's games against Marine King Prime in the World Championship. Having good positioning with those tanks, your opponent could just walk straight into them, and they'd never see it coming. And because typically don't have that many air units until the mid game, that could be really bad with some fast tank play.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting seeing how they open. Diestar is a very strong player, so is Morph. So I think it depends on how many mutas are coming in out early on, and muta play on this map is also very effective because it's such a huge map and it's very difficult to defend against mutas.
Yeah, I think mech works extremely well just to the size of this map, but early game Blue Flame Hellions, unless they're dropped, have a real big problem trying to get some harassment in because of how the naturals work. Because you're going to have to run them straight up the natural, 2 spine crawlers or something could easily shut that down, and you'll see them coming, especially with these Elnaga tower placements. So we'll have to see what kind of style he likes, if he likes the bio or the bio mech style or just pure mech. But here we go, game starting in 5 seconds. This will be Shakura's Plateau, Diestar from the Millennium team versus Morph, who apparently is a freelancer.
Well, I am back. Let me go ahead and lead you guys into this. We've got another game. We've got more action. Oh, boy. Diestar fighting Morph right now. It's going to be a TVZ on Shakura's Plateau. And thanks, everybody, for coming. Thanks for joining us here at Imbalance.tv. And here we go. We got Morph spawning in the top right as the purple Zerg. And over here in the top left, we've got Diestar. This is the Go4SC2 Cup. Number 99. With that being said, you know what, Fire, Silver, and Antahara, why don't you guys go ahead and take this one over? Fire, you've got the cam.
Absolutely. This is going to be very interesting, Antahara, because I play Zerg sometimes, and I would consider myself a decent Zerg, and you yourself are a very, very skilled Terran, so we both have very good insight on this matchup.
Yeah, I wouldn't say I'm very skilled at scale. I'm decently skilled, which is why I'm in
diamond level,
not in diamond.
Well,
I would say my TVZ is at diamond level, so yeah. They're discussing nerfs. I don't know what to right now.
Apparently Zerg is... We do have the first Overlord for Morph is moving across the close air position, and the second Overlord for Morph is moving to the natural, so it doesn't want to have any sort of bunker play. I mean, it's very frustrating when bunkers come down at your natural. I expect Morph doesn't want to see that. But he is sending a drone out at 14 supply. It looks like he is going to be scouting with that drone. So interesting to see what he's going to be doing. That he is now at 15 supply. So maybe we could be seeing a 15 hatches. Hatch first seems very, very safe against Terran, especially on a map like this. But, always got to check that, he's not going something crazy like 15 command center, because then you're behind, technically. But Morph is going to go now and place his expansion down on 15 supply, as his drone does check around for any sort of expansion. But Diestar is going for gas after barracks, who will not be getting an early factory, but a standard opener nonetheless.
Yeah, and a bit of harassment. That drone tries to kill off that SCV, but the SCV just pulls right back into a line, and another SCV comes out to meet that drone and says, "Hey, leave my friend alone." And that other SCV is hauling ass to the other side of the map, and he's going to spot this expansion, and then he's going to spot the pool, and he's going to figure out that expansion went up first, and let's see how he reacts to this. He's placing a barracks, and he's getting a tech lab. No factory as of yet, but he still doesn't have the gas for that. We'll know whether he's going to go for a factory play or whether he's going to go for a couple more racks.
I think he's going to get a Reaper. Oh, and there he is, the Reaper out. Very, very popular on this map because of the ledges. There are no destructible rocks on the new Shakuras, and Reapers are very, very popular on this map. We see players like Beastie QT and the term I can't remember the name of right now, but they do like their Reaper openers because it's so easy just to jump out, harass, and then jump back down with no consequences really. I mean, Zerglings, you can easily just jump off once again and you outrun them early game with Reapers anyway.
Yeah. Now, the Reaper is making it back into the game, although for a while there it just stopped being like Reapers after that very early nerf were ignored for a very long time, and now they're making it back into the game, at least as a scouting unit. 2 factories going down. So you know what? We are going to see some of that mech play, but it's just off of one base. I'm not seeing a second command center. So we're going to see some Hellions. I don't think that's going to be very effective. That Reaper is making its way across the map, but it has been spotted. So it's going to change direction, and it's going to go up through the area where there was a destructible rock. It's going to try and take off a few SCVs, a few drones, and he actually spots the Roach Warren as well, pulls right back out, he kills 1 drone. He's got enough. He actually is sitting on 2 kills right now. The 2 barracks are going to be ready in a second. We're going to get Blue Flame Hellion harassment here. It's going to be interesting to see what he's doing with that, because like you said earlier, it's going to be very tough to actually use those Blue Flame Hellions on this map, just because that ramp is so small and there are already 3 roaches on the map.
Yeah, definitely. You know, he is getting this command center down now, and I think what Diestar's trying to go for here with the Blue Flame upgrade is he's going to apply a lot of pressure and make sure Zerg isn't going to take a fast third, because, you know, as you well know, as soon as Zerg sees you trying to get your natural up, he's going to be so inclined to take a third, because he knows that you can't really hurt him at all, because you're going to have to be defending, and if you get a Ling run by, that's going to spell disaster.
Yeah. Now those Hellions are gonna face that Roach, and it's not gonna be good for the Hellions, because a Roach can kill 2 Hellions, I think even 3 with the proper micro, but that Roach is just making its way up the field. It wants to see what's up there. It's gonna be taken out by this Marine and the 3 Hellions, and he knows that there's gonna be heavy Hellion play, and Diestar is just gonna go for Hellions early on. He's just scouting for a third. That Reaper popped up again. He's got 2 more kills, but he's on 2 health right now, so he's going to be useless at least for a while.
Yeah, definitely.
Let's see what these Hellions do. The Roaches come up to meet the Hellions, and the Hellions back off. So there are lots of Hellions on the field, but I'm not seeing what they're going to be able to do. They've got Blue Flame already, and the Lair Tech coming up, but nothing from Diestar in terms of any other units. He's adding 2 more racks, another tech lab, and that's about it for now. I think he's just going to try and hold Morph in his base with the threat of those Hellions until he can safely know that he can either get a fully saturated second or even go for a third. Another Ling going out, and he's going to be spotted by those Hellions. He's going to burn just like that. Barbecued Hellion, man, they taste so good.
Barbecued Hellion, don't you mean Zergling?
Zergling, sorry, my bad, but you know what I mean.
Yeah, definitely. The +1 upgrade now for Morph at this point is a very early +1 attack, and it is the melee, not the range, so it will not affect the roaches at this point. But, you know, I'd be interested to see if he's going to go for any sort of starport anytime soon, but Diestar seems to be going for 3 barracks now, 2 factories, and it seems like he is going for very heavy on the Hellions and tanks, so maybe we could see a mech consisting of Hellions, tanks and Marines, so that's quite a good composition to go for.
Yep, that Ling's going to try and go up the ramp. It's going to spot that tank, and another barbecued Ling, man. The Roaches move up as Morph is trying to take his third, but the Reaper's going to deny that third, at least for a while. The Roaches will have to move back and try and kill that Reaper, but you know what? He decides to just take 1 Roach up that ramp because he knows that they're Hellions. And Diestar is just waiting for the moment to pounce.
That Reaper does explode into body bits, as we see a lot of Hellions now on the field, and interestingly enough, there's still no starport, just more and more barracks now and more factories. So I'm interested to see whether, you know, why he doesn't go for drops at all. You know, dropping 2 or 3 of these Hellions in the mineral line could really shake up and ruin the positioning for Morph.
That's going to be bad. That's a bad engagement for Morph, man. As we were speaking, Morph moved some Roaches into that line of Blue Flame Hellions, Marines, a Marauder, and 2 Siege Tanks. There's no Siege Tech Wait, is there Siege Tech? There is Siege Tech. So this is going to be very painful for Morph, and Diestar probably is aware of that.